Okay, I'm Sylvina Buckley. I live in Petal, Mississippi, and I am in the process of opening my beauty school. I have been with Chin for about a year now. I am in the gold program. I started out in the bronze program, and I decided that, well, that's a lot to try to handle on my own. Plus, I'm working at a school now, so I moved over to the bronze program. I mean, the gold program, so that they could help me, with whatever I need help with, right and stop. And the program is good. I used the business plan with the SBA to try to get an SBA loan. When they saw the business plan, they were like, this is the best business plan I've seen. This is a great business plan. My SBA counselor said there was no problems with it. I got approved for my SBA loan. The program is great. I mean, all kind of forms and stuff. I wouldn't have been able to do this by myself. So hopefully on September the 3rd, I should be closing on my building. I did purchase a building because I'm going to be in this for a while, and I wanted to, instead of just giving my money out to leasing, I said, well, I may as well just go ahead and invest in the building. And I got to tell you guys my testimony about the building. So I'm going to start out by saying I first was going to try to go into a mall to have my school there. And I worked with this guy for probably last September. I started working with this guy and got everything approved with him to go in and do the remodeling and everything to open my school. And well, something happened down the line, and they came and told me that they felt like I would be a hindrance to the other people that's in the mall as far as the stylists and everything. So I kind of got cut off. It was very discouraging because there was another school owner in that area that got wind of it, and this guy wasn't supposed to be sharing my information because he was the manager of the mall, but he was friends with a guy, and he got wind of what I was getting ready to do, and all of a sudden he just bagged out all my plans. I had Chin, their team, do a plan for me. I had to revamp my plans and everything. I ran into a little, hate to say it, racism. And I kind of let that get me a little discouraged, but then I said, you know what? I'm not going to let that discourage me. I was even told by a realtor that we have one beauty school downtown and we don't need another one coming in. And so I was like, okay, so I'm not going to let that stop me. And so, make a long story short, I found the building here close to me, and it appraised for $330,000. And they were asking $189,000 for the building. Well, I said, well, I'm just going to put in a bid, and I'm just gonna see if they will take this bid. I put in a bid for $150,000 for the building. They gave me the building for $160,000. The realtor was like, that is unheard of. So I'm going in with equity already inside the building, and it's in a great location. But Chin, I tell you, if I was not in the gold program, I don't know if I could have done all of this by myself. It's been a great help. All the forms in place. I'm just excited about what I'm getting ready to do with this school. Excited about the program. I try to be on all the calls that I can because the information is great. The vendors that you give me, I did use a vendor for the shampoo and everything, and that's going great for me. And so I'm just using every little nugget that you're giving me, and I'm taking it and I'm using it. And one thing that you have to do opening a school, because I know this is a passion for me. I've been teaching for 16 years, and some scriptures that I stand on is in Proverbs, where it says the heart of the king is in the hand of the Lord, and he turns it whichever way that he will. And I use that scripture a lot when it comes to the bankers, when it comes to the contractors, when it comes to students. And I'm praying that prayer already, that the Lord turn the heart of the bankers and everything, and he did. And that's why I was able to get approved for everything. So the information that Chin is giving us is priceless. I'll suggest the gold program to anybody. It is worth every penny of it and more. And Chin is such a great guy. I mean, his heart is just big, and the program is worth everything that he's saying. So if you're thinking about getting in the program, quit being like me. When I first started, I was looking at, that might cost a lot, but I had to invest. You got to invest in yourself, because nobody else was telling me anything else about the program. And nobody else was trying to help me achieve my vision and my goal. And I had to go to YouTube and find Chin. And I didn't know Chin. I never heard of him. And I went on YouTube and I started listening to him, like some of you guys are probably just following him. And I listened to him for a little while, and I said, well, I'm just going to call you. Like one guy that was saying he's not going to talk to me. He's a millionaire. He's not going to call. And he DM'd me as soon as I reached out to him. He DM'd me, and he really talked to me. And anytime I call him, he answers his phone. That really shocked me. I'm like, this man is a millionaire, and he takes out the time to talk to people. So down to earth. So I don't want to take up all the time, Chin, but I just really appreciate your program, and I appreciate what you're doing. I was at church this morning, so I didn't get a chance to come and get in on it, the first half of it. But yeah, I mean, the program is worth it.
How long have you been wanting to school, Sylvina? Because you work at a school, don't you? Work at one?
I work at a school. I work at a junior college. I've been wanting my own school, honestly, since 1990. I started in 1990, but I've been wanting school ever since I started, because I find myself teaching my clients and everybody. So my vision was to eventually have a school. Me and one of my friends, had a vision also. She passed away years ago, but my vision was to have my own school. Because right now I'm pretty much running a program where I am, and it's like it's my own school, but I'm not earning anything from it. But it's a passion for me, and that's my desire.
Can you tell us how it's been over the years working at other schools? What goes through the mind of an instructor or somebody that's actually working at a school, getting a check? What goes through your mind? Do you feel like, well, dang, I need to have my own school? Or tell us about that.
Yes, I've worked for several schools, and I've worked for one school that you kind of called off on the Mississippi. Working for other schools is not as rewarding as having your own, simply because you're handcuffed. You can't really do what you want to do. I have a vision of when I'm in my own school on the weekends, I would like to bring in other artists, other people to help people that's already licensed get more advanced, so I can have those classes on like the weekend, and just be able to do stuff with your students that you can't do at someone else's school, because they kind of got it locked down to their vision. So you're not free to do anything, and it's kind of more controlling when somebody else is controlling you, and you just can't really do what you really want to do with the students. Like where I am now, they pretty much don't know anything about cosmetology, so they pretty much leave it in my hand. I can do whatever I want to do, but it's still not rewarding enough to me, because I feel like I'm not really reaping the benefits of what I really could be getting if it was my own place. So it's like being a slave to somebody, really. And I'm not making what I could potentially be making having my own, because by the time they take all the taxes and everything, your PERS and all, because I work for the state, out, you're really making pennies.
Now, how long have you been a licensed stylist?
I've been a licensed stylist for 31 years now. I just turned 52, so.
Now, tell us about how it was being a stylist, the positives and the negatives.
As a stylist, I wouldn't say I really had any health issues, maybe just my legs just being tired and stuff. But I enjoyed being a stylist, but I felt like I got topped out behind the chair. And that was one reason why I wanted to be an instructor, so that I have something else to fall back on. But you kind of get burned out behind the chair, and you don't want to start getting health issues. And so I said I wanted to have my own place so that I can be a little bit freer, where I can just train people and teach. And then like you said, if you want to go to work, you can, or if you don't want to, you don't have to. I've been working all my life. So, I think I will enjoy being able to just pop in and just manage the school without having to stand and teach or anything. So I have a big vision.
What was going through your head when you first saw the YouTube video?
This is a scam. This is not real. No way. This is just a scam. But I said, I'm just going to watch him a little bit longer, because I just can't believe this. And so I talked to my husband about it. I said, what you think? You think I ought to call this guy? I said, you know what? I'm just going to send him a message and see if he's going to respond. But you responded. So it was like, oh, he's real. He really is real. And you were so down to earth. But I kind of watched. I didn't watch long though, Chin, because after I saw all those testimonies, and then I saw a lady named that I knew that had been in your program. And when I saw her now, I said, okay, this is not a scam, because I know this lady right here. I said, so this can't be a scam. She does have a barbering school. So this has to be real. And I was wondering how she opened the barbering school and everything, and I was like, okay, this is real. So I'm going to DM this guy because there's literally no information out there as detailed as what you have in your program. None. Trust me, I Googled it because I was trying to find it. And I know on the state side of things what I'm supposed to do, but I didn't have a clue as to what was all involved with opening the school until I got in your program. If you're thinking about it, stop thinking and just do it, because the more you think, the longer it's going to take, and the longer it's going to take you to get accredited. I started, I think, was it last June, Chin? Maybe last May with you. And I've been with you ever since, but I kick myself in the butt every day when I wished I would have known you earlier. I could have been so far ahead of the game. But hey, while I'm here, I've been with you this long, and I'll be with you. And even after I get accredited, I would still, Chin, you would still be my mentor. Well, I'm glad to have ran into you through the internet and have you as my mentor. And it's just feel good knowing that I got somebody that I can call on that can help me if I get in a rut with anything in my school, and not gonna go behind my back and backstab me and not want to tell me anything because you scared I'm gonna outgrow you or whatever. But it's just a blessing, man. Just put God first and have faith, because it's really going to take faith to get where you want to go in anything in life. And this is going to be a big, giant step of faith for me. But I have a husband that knows how to pray and really supports me. So I think, well, my daughters and my sister, my road dog, my baby sister, I got good support system. So, and that's what you need. And I got you, Chin.
Oh yeah, you got me. I'm riding with you to the end.
Right.